fantastic. Well, thanks for having me in your class. And I'm going to be talking today about my favorite thing in the whole world, and that is sharks. So, how old are you?
11. 6.
11, so you're kind of all a little bit different. Okay, that's great. Well, I am going to go ahead and get started. So, let's see. Miss Hudson, do we have about 30 minutes?
Yeah, we have exactly 30 minutes.
Okay, that's perfect. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get started then.
You guys should be quiet while Dr. Mikki is talking to us. Please be respectful.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen with you, and I'm going to just tell you the story of sharks. So hold on one second while I share that. And let me know, can you see a big hammerhead shark now?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Dr. Mikki McComb-Kozak, and I am a shark researcher. I've been researching sharks for about 15 years, and also the executive director of Ocean First Institute. We're a nonprofit organization that works on research and education and conservation. And so you're up in Canada. I grew up in the mountains of Colorado.
We're actually in Missouri. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, never mind. Sorry, Missouri. Well, I'm in Colorado, so not too far from you, and that's fantastic. I grew up in the mountains, and everything changed for me when I was about 7. I saw the movie Jaws. How many of you have seen the movie Jaws? A couple of you. Well, when I saw it, I was scared, and I didn't really know how to get over that fear of sharks. And the more I read about them, the more I realized that they weren't the sharks that you see in the movies, like Sharknado. And so I started to realize that I wanted to tell the true story about sharks and let people know that sharks weren't the monsters that on TV. And so that launched for me an opportunity to work in the ocean. I became a scuba instructor. So how many of you think one day you might want to learn how to scuba dive? No, that's great. Well, when you scuba dive, you're really like an astronaut, but you're an aquanaut. And you know, you really are exploring the last great wilderness on our planet, the ocean. And today is World Ocean Day, if you can believe it, celebrating our oceans. And, you know, we know more about Mars than we do our own oceans. And so when you're a scuba diver, you really are exploring the world's last great wilderness. And, you know, I spent many years connecting people with the oceans and taking them on scuba dives to see sharks firsthand, to let them see what sharks were really like. And that led to me to become a marine biologist. And I have spent the last 15 years or so studying sharks and trying to understand their sensory biology, you know, what it's like to be a shark swimming through the ocean. How do they find their way? How do they see? How do they hear? How do they smell? How does that work? And it really has been an amazing opportunity, and I've learned so much. And so I'd love to share some of what I've learned with you today. So, you know, when you think about animals that have been on our planet a long time, you know, you might think of things like dinosaurs. And, but sharks have been on our planet over 400 million years, a very long time. And they are closely related to skates and rays. And they have all survived many extinction events that took out animals like the dinosaurs. So sharks are true survivors. And they have moved into nearly every habitat on our planet, from the brightly lit coral reefs to the muddy waters of the Amazon River, to living under ice in the polar regions. This is a Greenland shark. And it has special adaptations in its blood that allows it to live in such cold water. And then we have this is a frilled shark, and it lives in the deep dark ocean where we don't think sunlight can even penetrate. And so, you know, when we talk about sharks, there are over 500 different species. And so they really are an amazing group that have different shapes and sizes, different colors, different ways that they eat, and reproduce. They are very diverse. So there's a lot of different shark species. And this includes the biggest fish in our ocean. How many of you have heard of the whale shark before? Yeah, that's fantastic. So the whale shark is an entirely huge shark that has polka dots all over its body, and it doesn't have big teeth like a great white shark. It's a filter feeder. So it spends its day sniffing the water for small little plants and animals called plankton. So some of the smallest creatures in the ocean are building the biggest bodies that we see out there. Pretty amazing. So then to go from the biggest to the smallest, this is the dwarf lantern shark. This is as big as it gets. It fits in the palm of your hand. And this is a deep sea shark. And remember how I said that maybe there's no sunlight even down there. So you might wonder what kind of light could be down there. Well, did you know that some sharks can glow in the dark?
Yes. I know that.
That's great.
Hey, Will.
You guys are so smart. So there are some sharks that actually use chemicals inside their bodies to create light. It's called bioluminescence. And this is a velvet belly lantern shark that glows in the dark. And we think that they're doing that to communicate with other shark species. And so what we once thought was very deep ocean that was black, we've realized that there is light from many different organisms down there, making it a magnificent place, full of light that we never even knew about before. And there are sharks that, as you shine light on them, shine back, like this fluorescent chain cat shark. What an amazing creature to be able to shine light back at us. And there's an entire group of sharks called carpet sharks. This is the banded wobbegong shark. It has ornate colors and patterns. It blends into the coral reef, and it's a sit-and-wait predator. So it waits for animals to swim by, then it can lunge out and get them. So it's a sit-and-wait fish. This is a pajama shark. Did you know there's such a thing as a pajama shark?
No.
This one looks like it's wearing pajama pants.
Yes.
And then this is the porbeagle shark. Porbeagles are special because they can elevate their body temperature above that of the water. So sharks are cold-blooded fish, but some of them can actually warm their bodies to temperatures above their environment, which is unique and special, and it allows them to swim farther and faster than other shark species. And then this is a mako shark. Mako sharks actually superheat their eyes. So I'm going to show you a video of a mako shark, and I'll show you why it superheats its eyes. So take a look at this. This is a mako shark, which is really like the cheetah of the shark world. It can swim up to 50 miles an hour. And the mako shark is going after a boat that has bait hanging off the back to attract it. And the mako shark is swimming very fast after this fast-moving bait. So its eyes have to work well in order for it to be able to see and capture the bait off of those lines. And you can see the mako does that, and it does it really well. So that's what's unique about mako sharks. Now, how about this one? What do you think is unique about this shark? What do you see that stands out?
Its tail.
Does anybody see anything unique about this one?
Yes. Yes.
Say it loud, guys.
The tail.
Yeah, the tail. So this is a thresher shark. Take a look at what it does with the tail. Look at this. It's a big eye thresher. It's got a big eye and a big tail. And it uses the tail as a weapon. And so what it does is it's called tail smacking. And it uses the tail to actually hit and stun fish. And it then is able to eat 3, 4, or 5 fish at a time instead of just one. So it's a special tool the shark uses in order to catch fish. So an amazing adaptation in this thresher shark. And how many of you have heard of the bull shark before? Yeah, a lot of you. So the bull shark
Hey,
is
Will,
really
hold on.
special. And it's special because it can maintain the internal balance of salt to that of the water outside of it. So this allows bull sharks to move into fresh water, like rivers and lakes. And that is a place where you would not expect to find a big shark. And that's what makes bull sharks very unique. Now this one is really unbelievable. So don't be scared. The goblin shark can't really hurt you, but it is just a very ugly looking shark, and I'd love to share it with you. Take a look at the nose. It's got a really long nose, and we think it uses that nose to help it find food. But it does something else that's very special, so don't be afraid. Take a look at this video. The goblin shark can make its jaws come out really far, and it does that to be able to help it catch fish. So take a look at this. The jaws come out really far so it can catch its favorite food, which is fish, in the deep ocean where the goblin shark lives. So take a look at the jaws. They're huge, and they come out just to help